I've been dabbling in it a bit. So anyway, GT Classic. What we're gonna see here, it starts out a lot like any percent. This is actually a glitched category. It uses what's considered a major glitch called the GT code. We're gonna be seeing our runners do a little bit later on in the game here. So they're gonna be running around just like any percent. How that starts out for Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, Ridley. Except once they defeat Kraid, our runners are actually going to go and perform a lava dive to get to Lower Norfair, which is the first of two very difficult tricks in this run. The second being a Green Gate glitch, which is going to take them over to Golden Terizo's back door. From there, they're going to hold all of the face buttons on their controller to try and hit the 24th frame as they enter through the door and activate what's called the GT code. This will give them 700 energy. That's right, 700 energy. Not quite 7 E-tanks, 3 reserve tanks, all filled, 100 missiles, 20 supers, and 20 power bombs. In addition, it will give them every single major item in the game except for Screw Attack, which, by the way, they passed on their way into Golden Terizo. So they're not going to pick that up until after they defeat Golden Terizo. Otherwise, if they do, it will not be there when they get back, because the GT code will actually take that away from them.
Interrupt you for just a second. BFrobber there got steamed a little bit.
Yeah.
About a series. It's that last room when you lose sync in there. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
You go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. Getting steamed once in that room just means you get steamed 10 times. That is the worst room, especially since with the mode 7 rotation going on. So yeah, after they do that, the game becomes a boss rush. We're gonna see our runners defeat Ridley, then they're gonna go defeat Dragon, and then they're gonna go defeat Phantoon, and they're gonna be using a really cool method to defeat Dragon, Botwoon, and Phantoon, and we'll see that coming up later on. We'll explain that a little bit later on. But the Ridley fight's gonna be pretty normal. But they'll have full-on beams. The one thing that I did forget to mention was once they activate the GT code, our runners are going to have to be very careful not to soft lock, because the GT code is actually going to give them all of the beams, and they're all going to be activated. So they don't want to actually shoot until they pause and take off Spazer, which they're required to take off Spazer in this route.
Unless, of course, they want to collect Fusion Warriors bounty, which is if you have plasma and get Spazer, you don't turn off Spazer.
Well, okay, they could turn off plasma beam, but typically for this category, we're going to see runners turn off the Spazer beam.
Because yeah.
Well, there is another GT category, and that other GT category actually turns off a wave beam to activate what's called the space-time glitch.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they get the space-time beam from there. So, but that's not the category we're going to see today. So world record in this category is held by Overfiend. It's just over 33 minutes. So we're going to see what these guys can do today. I'm not sure what either one of these guys' PBs are in GT Classic. I have seen JanusZeal do some any percent, and he's got a pretty decent time. I think he's somewhere in the 50s.
If you go by any percent, they're pretty reasonably matched.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with both of these runners. They're pretty comparable skill levels, pretty comparable speed, unless I'm mistaken. So it ought to be a good match. I guess it'll come down to who's more experienced at it.
Yeah, this will be a really good match then. Now, what I'd like to see from our runners here, especially if they're pretty evenly matched, is some safety saves. So there's a good spot to save at Bubble Mountain just before the lava dive, and then of course after the lava dive, you can save at the top of the lower North Fair elevator. And what those will allow the runners to do is, if they mess up on the lava dive, they could just go right back in and do that again. Or if they mess up on the green gate glitch, because they're only going to have 5 supers, which means they get 5 attempts to successfully execute that trick. And if they mess it up, then there's nowhere to get supers down there, so you got to reset.
So I guess the safety save would be crucial.
Yeah, in a race category, I would think the safety saves are very crucial. Yeah, unless you're 100% certain you're going to get it, but like, you know, if you're a Zosty or a Oats and Goats, right? Like those kind of guys, then we wouldn't see a safety save. But I would expect these guys here to safety save tonight.
I think it was Golden that once said, anytime you're 100% sure of anything in this game, you're kidding yourself.
Yeah, he wouldn't be wrong. Yeah, with this game is very, very unforgiving. So the safety saves are definitely recommended for these guys. So
interesting that neither of them chose Moonfall either.
No, they might not be familiar with it. I know some people don't like the way the moonwalk changes things, the way you move, especially like during the Ridley fight and things like that. So it could be that they just don't like what it does for them.
Well, I have to say, on a personal note, this is one of the things I agree with Kip about. I don't even think it should be in the game, but that's just me.
Moonfall?
Yeah.
Well, I've actually been dying to see if Oats and Goats has integrated that into his 100% routes. So I've not had an opportunity to catch him yet. But, yep. So, BFrobber coming down after taking Bomb Chorizo out. He's going to be performing the early mock ball here to steal some supers.
Yep, pretty much looks like a standard any percent run up to this point, like you said.
Yep. Yeah, and then, like, exactly. The big difference here, what we can be seeing for runners are going to be the items that they pick up prior to the lava dive. So obviously they're going to pick up the 1 super pack. They're going to pick up that 1 missile pack. They may pick up the charge missiles. They may pick up charge beam. Both of those are optional. Typically the fastest time are going to skip both of those. Just 7 seconds. You don't really need it, and the GT code is going to give you those things.
All right, well, Chaz indicated that Oats and Goats has integrated it, and yes, Mother Brain is included in this, I do believe.
Absolutely, yeah, we will be. Yeah, so this run is like a standard any percent run. We're gonna be going through killing all of the bosses. The one major glitch with this is the GT code that we're gonna be executing that will give them basically 53% of the items in the game. So there we see JanusZeal skipping both the super pack or the missile pack and the charge beam. We don't need it. We're gonna go up Red Tower here to collect some power bombs. This is gonna let us open up the power bomb door to get to Lower Norfair. So of course we need those.
Oh, and BFrobber not getting the break on the block with his shot, but with the backup strat, he gets it.
Yeah, it's very close, and doing it without charge beam with just a regular power beam is, I mean, it's really, really hard. So, you know, that's it's good on him for trying that, and, you know, not just, it was real close.
And Janus doing the same thing and making it up. Janus just a little bit behind. Looks like we got a high 5 coming up in Hellway.
Yep, very nicely done there, getting those damage boosts. They're pretty tricky. Looks like BFrobber wants to farm that cack attack for an additional super. That's not a bad call. His ammo is a little bit low, having no regular missiles at this point.
Getting munched a little bit, and twice.
Yeah, those Samus Eaters are very unforgiving. This
All
is
right,
one of the reasons.
Janus needs to be a little careful here. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why this route can be very unforgiving. We saw them kill the pirate, the green pirates, in the room prior to the entrance to Torian, just to preserve health for this section of the game. They want to. Yeah, JanusZeal has to be very careful now. He only has 19 left.
And farming that cack attack for a little bit of energy. I don't blame him there.
Yeah, that's a smart move. He's going to take it a little bit slower through the Hellway here, just so he can get a little bit more energy on that. And this is real smart on him. He wants to play it a little bit safe.
He's good now.
Yeah, with 114 energy, he's going to be. Yeah, he's gonna be in great shape, and they're gonna make their way down to kill Kraid now. Yeah, the GT code is kind of a developer left-in debug code. I'm not sure if it's a debug code or whatever, but the developers left it in the game, so you can put air quotes on intended or not. But
now neither runner opting to take one of the safety precautions, which is phaser.
No, you don't really need it. You're just gonna be killing Kraid here. The other one interesting thing to note is actually neither of our runners opened up the very nice quick kill by BFrobber. The tube, which is something typical that you would see in a GT Classic route, because they're not going to go by the tube again until they've killed Ridley and have executed the GT code. So sometimes opening it up early like that, means you don't have to wait for the powerbomb when you come back.
Do you do that? Do you open up the tube?
I do. I do open up the tube as I go by it that first time.
I would think maybe somebody that doesn't run this a lot and probably doesn't run new route, because there's a little bit of technique to opening up that tube and keeping your momentum, because it's easy to miss that.
Yeah,
I know, because I've tried. So they probably just go on what they feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Being able to run, you have to run through and jump up and morph when you enter in the room, and then drop the power bomb there, and keep and go through. Not to mention the fact that if you run out of the room too fast, then you'll actually cause the tube. The tube can not break, or the tube can kind of break, but the animation will not have completed, which means that the tube, when you come back into the room, the tube will actually not have broken. So you have to get the timing right on it, and it can be a little bit tricky.
And Janus getting the tricky Kraid stand up.
Yeah. He does not want to see that, especially not having charge beam, because if he runs out of ammo here, he's going to have to farm the little claws, and there's only one of them that actually drops ammunition there. But nice recovery for him there. So it looks like BFrobber has taken both the Kraid E-Tank and is getting high jump boots plus the high jump boot E-Tank. This is real nice. It's going to give him a bit of leeway. Plus, it makes the lava dive a lot easier having high jump boots. So I would imagine JanusZeal is going to be doing the same. Having 3 energy tanks will give them a little bit of leeway. If they fall down once, they can actually kind of recover, as long as they do not get hit by the Namahe flames. Getting hit by those will cause them 100 damage, and will basically mean they are going to die in the lava. So they do not want to get hit by that. The other thing that they're going to try to do potentially here is what's called a water ball. So they're going to set it up and line it up with the ledge just above the door, and then they're going to jump in at a certain kind of pixel and hit their head on the door as they come in, and that's going to cause them to be in the right spot to fall into the lava, and then from there they can ball up and then kind of mock ball across the room and just kind of float, keeping their speed.
Yeah, one of the tricks of physics of Super Metroid is you don't lose your forward momentum in liquid. when you're in morph ball form. So yeah, I know that trick you're talking about because they line up with the edge of the little ledge above the doorway.
Yep, that's right.
Jump up as they're coming in.
Yeah, exactly. BFrobber taking that safety save that I mentioned way at the beginning here. This is he's headed right down the lava dive. What he's going to do now is he's going to go off to the room just to the right here and farm up. He needs 5 super missiles before he leaves this room, and not anything else doesn't really matter. He'll want maximum health, but he absolutely cannot leave this room without 5 super missiles.
And he's leaving with both.
Yep. 2 farms, that's really nice. Usually you can take 3 or 4 if the bugs are not nice to you.
Oh, catching a little damage there.
Yeah.
He's built up a pretty good lead on Janus, though.
Yeah, he does. He does have a nice few rooms here. So, all right, looks like he's going in with a little bit of a different set. Try and water ball across.
He's just gonna roll on in.
Yeah, just rolling on in. This is not too bad. You don't want to take too much time, but you can just kind of normally jump across here, and it gives you enough. And his setup here looks really good on this lava dive. Perfect, nicely done by BFrobber, getting that first try. And we're going to see him take the safety save here at the top of the elevator as well.
Really well done.
Yeah, that's going to give him. If Janus can't do that first try, that's going to give BFrobber a significant lead here.
So really, you've got 3 danger points, I guess. Which one of them isn't really a danger point? The lava dive is a danger point.
Yes.
The green gate glitch is a bit of an annoyance if you miss it because you have to reload your save. But then I guess the last danger point would be messing up the code going through the door. Yeah,
messing up. Well, yeah, you can not hold if you improperly hold buttons going through the door. You will go into the room with GT and not get all the items, which will suck. We would not want to see any of our runners do that tonight.
And if you accidentally fire the beam before you turn Spazer off, it will lock the game, correct?
Yeah, you will fire what's called the murder beam. There is a use for that. I'm not 100% sure what that is. BFrobber failing the green gate glitch there, unfortunately, having to reset. Yeah, you'll fire the murder beam. It will lock the game at that point in time. So we do not want to see our runners do that. A nice trick that I see some runners do is actually going into Golden Chorizo in Morph Ball. It basically guarantees that you can't shoot your beam.
Gotcha.
So, all right, JanusZeal looks like he's lining up for the water ball. Oh. He clipped his head on the block there. Yeah, he does not want to get hit by any one of these nominative flames, so he wants to be a little bit more careful.
Did he take the safety save? Oh no,
he did take the safety save. He did get hit by that one nominative flame. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Getting hit by those nominative flames, they are very unforgiving. All right, BFrobber gets the green gate glitch. Very nicely done. Yeah, a little power bomb just to get rid of the rippers there. It provides a little bit more safety to travel through this room. There is something that you can do with a power bomb. You can lay the power bomb as you set up the green gate glitch, and it'll actually lag the game a little bit and make it a little bit easier to hit the glitch. It is slower, but that is a nice little trick there. BFrobber getting the GT code, and now he will take him 8 shots with his plasma beam here. If he gets all the double hits on Golden Chorizo to take Golden Chorizo down. And from that point in time, he is good to go. All right, JanusZeal making his way back over to the lava dive. Hopefully he's going to get it this time.
And picking up that screw attack, because that makes lower Norfair just cake.
Oh, absolutely. Very nice spark there by BFrobber to take him up and out of that room there. Yeah, like I said, you don't get screw attack from the GT code, So you want to leave that there until after you've taken Golden Chorizo. You don't need it for Golden Chorizo, so it's not a big deal to pick it up afterwards. But it will make. Oh no!
Oh no!
JanusZeal got hit by the Namahe flames again. This is the danger of this category, this lava dive. Uh-oh, BFrobber.
Oh, he's overshooting his jump a little bit there, but he's fine.
Yeah,
I wonder if he remembered he had space jump.
Yep. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the GT code gives all major items except screw attack, and that's why you see our runners pick it up afterward. But yeah, screw attack. Look at what it does. It does these key hunters, right? Just rips through them. BFrobber's gonna have no problem, and very nice use of spring ball here. That's something that you get to see in GT Classic runs because you have just like 100%. You have spring ball here. So I really like that about GT Classic here, is that you get spring ball. It gets featured in here a bunch of times. So, all right, JanusZeal, that looked like a good setup there for his water ball. Oh, he just clipped the block again, but he can make his way through easily. BFrobber making light work of the Metal Pirates. Come on, Janus, you got this.
This looks pretty good. Oh no!
He bonked. All right, it's okay. He's got enough to set it up again. Yes. Oh yeah, one health.
One health.
Oh, please take the safety save. BFrobber coming in on Ridley. Space Pelican should be relatively easy. Just 20 shots with that full beam combo.
You know how many times I wished I could have gone into that fight with 70 tanks.
That is the nice thing about GT Classic, is get that 700 energy. Plus, you'll see BFrobber actually turned it off, but he does have 3 reserve tanks, and they are full. So he's going to want to save those until he hits into Torian, and for Mother Brain 3.
Set up for the stand-up glitch.
Exactly. Set up for the stand-up. So JanusZeal getting 5 small energies off of those Violas, so giving him a little bit of breathing room there, having 11 energy. He's setting up the Green Gate glitch with a running start. This is a little bit more of an advanced way to do it, but oh, he missed it, so he is going to have to reset. Come on, Janus. They're yeah, it's. But the running start works equally well as the standing by. It's just there's a little bit of a different setup to do it.
I have never tried to use that.
So I've seen a lot of runners like Stray Varus do that, and they'll do that in like RBO, and they'll just run right into the room and jump at a certain time and just boom, nail the Green Gate glitch and be able to continue right through. So I would imagine it's faster if you know how to do it.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to stop your forward momentum, but
yeah, exactly. I don't know how to do it. I always stop and line it up. But, if this is how Janus knows how to do it, more power to him. There's that spring ball again by BFrobber.
Spring ball is so handy.
Oh man, it's my favorite item in the game. It is a shame that it is located in a spot that it cannot be featured more often in more routes. Oh, Janus having to reset yet again. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Janus is probably not as well versed in GT Classic as BFrobber.
It's possible that yeah, BFrobber has been running this a little bit more for I don't know. It's one of those categories that people kind of like it, or they just don't care for it. But I like it. It's short, and you there's some really cool tricks to it, like the lava dive and the green gate glitch. And then after that, I mean, you're just powering through the game. Plus, you have spring ball and what we're going to be seeing BFrobber coming up to do here in a little bit is he's going to be using the microwave beam on every single boss from this point forward. And what that is even though it does not show it, yes, JanusZeal getting
nice job, Janus.
Yeah, even though it doesn't see it, we can't see it on their screen. Janus will have it in a little bit here. But BFrobber has grapple, beam, and X-ray scope. If they saved and reset, then they would get it. Hold that Zaby. There you go. Now you can let go. He has executed the GT code successfully.
I noticed he selected a missile. I guess that was his safety to keep from firing a beam, maybe.
Yeah, that's all. That's also a nice kind of safety. You can do that, but yeah, you do not want to shoot that beam when you go in there. What I like to do is I like to actually, as soon as I see Samus come on screen, it kind of fades in. I like to just start jamming start on my controller.
And Janus has his screw attack. BFrobber,
Yep.
meanwhile, is heading into Aqueduct.
Yeah, JanusZeal a little bit slower, but he's just space jumping straight up and out of the screw attack room. No big deal there. Gonna make his way across and over to Ridley. Yeah, so BFrobber here is gonna come into Bot Moon, and he's gonna X-ray microwave beam Bot Moon. So what's gonna happen here is he's gonna select X-ray scope, and he's gonna charge up a fully powered beam combo here, and he's going to let it go, and he's going to activate X-ray scope just like he's doing, and as he does that, Bot Moon's iframes are actually going to run out, and that's going to allow the plasma beam to basically continuously damage Bot Moon, and we're going to be one-rounding every boss from this point on. Now, the one catch to this is actually with Phantoon. You do have to make Phantoon, take Phantoon out of his normal state. Very nice halfie by BFrobber there. And you have to, so you're going to see BFrobber hit Phantoon with 2 missiles, and that will cause him to fly around the room before he can execute the microwave beam on him. Yeah, Snick's new task is really cool. He just stands up in the corner there and microwaves Dragon. Doesn't even leave right by the door. So if you want to, you can microwave Dragon like that. Very nice, Janus getting that Kago on the. So here we see BFrobber actually he's crouching and doing the microwave. If BFrobber had gotten it successfully there and killed Dragon, he would actually have stood up. Well, that's a nice recovery. Just powering some super missiles into Dragon there. Oh, looks like he's going for a spike suit there. Didn't get it, but it was a very good try. He can reverse a halfie in the Coliseum. So JanusZeal here, 20 shots again with Ridley. Come on, Janus, you got this. Oh, getting grabbed a little bit there. No big deal. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, he wanted to get a little bit further over to the edge there with Ridley Poe going to avoid the grab. All right, Ridley's Poe going in. Yeah, Janus just switching over to supers. You have so many supers in this run. It only takes 30 supers to kill Ridley. Very nicely done here. Janus taking down Ridley. Meanwhile, BFrobber is making his way over to his final boss, Phantoon. Yeah, the names of the rooms are pretty much made up by the community. If you go to wiki.supermetroid.com, I do believe it is, you can actually see all the various names for the rooms. Every room has a name. It's crazy. So BFrobber coming up here, the elevator here to Criteria. Meanwhile, JanusZeal making his way out of the wasteland, and looked like he wanted to get a speedball there, but didn't quite get the blue suit in time. Yep, that's the link. Thank you, Insane Firebat. Wiki.supermetroid.run. I didn't quite have it right before. Alright, and JanusZeal making his way out of low fair. Meanwhile, BFrobber coming into the wreck ship for his final boss. Rip fish. Did BFrobber kill the fish? Commentate your life. I'm the best. Thank you very much.
Sorry about that, so rough. I had a coughing fit. I had to mute there for a minute. I didn't want to do that to everybody on stream.
No problem. No problem. We've been talking about JanusZeal's making his way out of low here. Meanwhile, BFrobber, there's the missiles, and he's setting up. He's got X-ray selected. Ooh, and he's got the off-screen kill of Phantoon. Very nicely done. I mean, that's picture perfect almost.
Now, you've run this category. I haven't, but I would say that at this point, BFrobber has set a pretty decent pace.
Yes, this is an excellent pace. BFrobber has shown serious expertise with this. He's done. He's going to be leaving the wreck ship. There's nothing else to do here, and he's going to be heading straight to the Golden Four and clean up with Mother Brain right now. Meanwhile, JanusZeal is going to be going up to Meridia. He's got Batwoon and Dragon ahead of him. Yeah, that was a nice Ocean Spark here by BFrobber. The wobble jump is actually a little bit faster because you don't have to wait for the crash animation. But that just looks really cool. Did Janus get the jump here in the fishbowl? No, he did not. That is a really tight jump. I think it's a one-frame jump to get that, and you can jump all the way up right to the ledge there.
Yeah, but if you're coming through here with space jump, all you really have to do is when you're coming through that door, space jump a little early and bonk that doorway as you're going in.
Yep.
Through the transition, it will force you down, and all you have to do is hit the jump button again, and it will shoot you right up that wall.
Well, there you go. That's a nice way to do it. I didn't know that. I always just jump and pray that I make it. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just recover.
That's the way I do it when I'm coming back from the lower North Fair escape heading in Turin.
Yeah, 34 here for at Golden Chorizo by BFrobber here. We're looking at I don't know, 40, 43 here, 44. That's a really good time.
All right, and Janus not getting the microwave on Baltroon. It doesn't look as if he even attempted that.
He has microwave selected. Yeah, and there you can see it's a little bit tricky to set up. You can fire your shot and then hit the microwave or hit the X-ray a little bit too early, and that actually ends up eating your shot. Or if you fire it a little bit too late, then your shot will go off screen. So there is a level of familiarity with it that you kind of have to have in order to set it up. And you know, if JanusZeal's not used to this category, then it's quite possible that you know, this is the kind of thing he's just not 100% familiar with, or you know, not aware of all the various things that can go wrong when you do it. I mean, his second attempt there was real good. Nice recovery. So we'll see how he does on Dragon. He'll probably crouch down here, and if he gets the one round, we'll see him stand up, and that'll be a nice visual indicator that to tell him that Dragon is in fact dead. BFrobber, man, he is blazing through these Metroid rooms. Nice short charge there by JanusZeal. He's got X-ray selected. Crouches down. Yeah, this setup looks, yeah. Oh, he's got this. This is perfect. And there it is. Beautifully done by JanusZeal. So let's see here if BFrobber goes for baby skip. And he's setting it up. So yeah, JanusZeal has only Phantoon left. I tell you, this is really well done by Janus here. You know, despite being behind BFrobber. Yeah, he got nabbed, and he is facing left, looking forward. Spending, I think, as Seffi put it, spending those extra 40 frames with the baby. World record is by Overfiend. I think it's 33:18.
Seriously?
Yes. It's very fast. Yeah, this is a very fast category. So if your movement is really good, once you get the GT code, I mean, you're just talking about killing bosses and moving through rooms. So
I got a feeling at 33, I'd still be lava diving.
I don't think so. BFrobber getting the Zevitite skip first try, very nicely done by him. And he's got plenty of ammo here for Mother Brain 1, so he's just going to be firing tons of missiles into MB1. Yeah, Overfiend is a... yeah, sorry there, Ancient. Yeah, Overfiend is a very good runner. Hey, but that's not to say anything bad about our runners here. So if you like what you're seeing with these guys, make sure you give these guys a follow. They're putting it all on the line here tonight. So let's show them some love too. Yeah, BFrobber is killing this.
And there's the catch-up.
Yep. Meanwhile, Janus is coming up on Phantoon. So he's gonna have to remember that he wants to fire a couple missiles into Phantoon, get him flying around, and then he can set up that X-ray beam. And barring that, If he doesn't want to X-ray, or he's not comfortable with that, it... Oh, no! BFrobber!
Oh, no! Where was his last safety save?
I do believe it's at the top of the elevator in North before the green gate glitch. Oh, no.
Not really sure what happened there.
Well,
he must have taken a double hit.
He went to damage down and he ran into Mother Brain, and yeah, that's at the top of the Norfair elevator. If JanusZeal wants to, 3 fully powered, yeah, okay, oh, a little bit too high there. If he didn't quite have the setup on Fantoon. But if he wants to, 3 fully powered charge shots will also kill Fantoon. That's just the power of Plasma Beam. Yeah, oh, that's very unfortunate for BFrobber.
After such a good run, I mean a blistering pace, really.
Yeah, it says somebody in chat, he turned off Varia, and yeah, he did that for the stand-up glitch. So he actually wanted to have Varia off there. So that
I've
when
never
Rainbow...
seen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I was going to say that when the Rainbow Beam hits him, it does the 600 energy damage, which is perfect to set up for stand-up. But yeah, I think he ran into Mother Brain in the leg to kind of damage down, which he didn't have to do. 100 energy is exactly what you need in order to get the stand up, and maybe he got double hit or something like that on her leg, and it killed him. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, 100 energy is exactly what you need for stand up glitch. So in this category, it's a little bit weird. When you have full health, you get hit by that rainbow beam. It will take you down to 100 energy, and you will be able to stand up and move around during the cutscene. And that's what you want. No, BFrobber has not yet forfeit. JanusZeal making his way over to Golden 4. So
yes, BF just forfeited.
Okay, yeah,
from the race.
So BFrobber got hit by Mother Brain. I think in his stand-up setup. So he died.
I get it. Because you're at exactly what you need.
That's right.
No, I thought you have 7, and the Rainbow Beam takes 6.
That's right.
Which gives you 1 E-Tank left plus your other energy. It looked to me like when he ran into Mother Brain to take damage during his turnaround animation, his iframes ran out and he took another hit.
That's right.
Off the leg, and that double hit is what got him.
Yeah, and it does a 60, I believe, without Varia. So the double hit, obviously 120, and that's too much. So yeah, because you're going to use your reserves to fill up in order to set up the stand-up, so you don't even have those anymore. It was a really, really good BFrobber, and that is just real unfortunate.
Oh, okay, Allison, thank you.
That's correct. You do only have a max of 700 energy, so there is no extra.
All right, so there was no need to do the damage.
That's correct. There's no need. There's no need to do the damage, and we've seen a couple of people do that. They take 1 extra hit off Mother Brain's leg, and you don't have to do that. You just fill up on your energy with your reserve tanks, and you sit there. Let the run hit you. Yeah, it's real unfortunate. BFrobber was doing really good. he would have beaten my personal best at this category currently. So
I think he was definitely on pace for a PB.
yeah, that would have been really nice to see. JanusZeal coming in here, using missiles. He doesn't have that many supers, but that's okay. As you can see, he has 100 missiles, so he doesn't really need that many supers because he's got tons of ammo. He also drops were in the last room were pretty good, giving him some super there. So it looks like he's setting up for a skill. Gonna turn off screw attack here. That's gonna let him set up for the Zeptite skip.
So now all Janus has to do is survive.
Yep. BFrobber chat confirming his EV potential. And so
I don't know if anybody else can. It might be my connection, but your microphone's going a little robotic on us, sir.
Is it?
Chat, is it me or is it
Nope, they're putting a lot of destructive robots in.
Harder, faster, better, stronger. All right, Janus making his approach to the Idora. Idora, welcome back.
You mean the Ghidorah? The Idora?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I was a little confused there. That's just me.
Evidently, I was the one that was confused.
So JanusZeal getting Zeptite skip there. Hopefully this sounds better. Very nicely done by him. Yes, if Janus does die, which we don't want to see, BFrobber can undone, and yeah, we'll have a race because most of their saves are back at the top of Norfair. Janus did not take the safety save there before Mother Brain. So, yeah, we don't want to see anybody die.
And you know Janus doesn't want to go back to that save where he had 1 health.
Oh my goodness, no! He did only have 1 health there. That was...
Oh my god.
That was nerve-wracking. Now, he does not want to take too much damage here. He has 300 in reserve. So, if he wants to set up the stand-up glitch, he cannot take another hit.
My question to you is, at this point, do you even do that? Well, that answers the question, no. He will not be doing the stand-up glitch.
Yeah, no. he did get hit by that that catch-up beam one more time. So, you know, I think you're right. Knowing that his opponent has forfeit, I wouldn't. I would just go through the cutscene. It's much safer. It takes more time, of course, but you know, it's...
I'm going to be honest with you. If it were me, and I know it's easy to say that just sitting here, if it were me, I would still go for the stand-up glitch. Because it's like, you know, remember the GDQ race with Behemoth and Oats and Zost and Sweet Numb, where Oats was miles ahead, but he still didn't take the save. He went for the straight every time. I think that's what you do. You know, that's just what you do. It's speed running.
Yeah, absolutely. I find the stand-up actually a little bit awkward, so I don't normally do it in this category. There is... I will do it in 100%, but a thing to remember is actually that your energy tanks actually fill up faster in this, because, well, you have less. So you can actually soft lock yourself if you do the stand up incorrectly.
So it's easier to soft lock in this category.
Yes. So we actually saw that in a race earlier in this tournament where someone got the baby caught in basically in Mother Brain's leg.
Oh, I did see that. Okay.
Yes. So if you're not familiar with it, where you're not, and that's why I say I wouldn't go for it, because if you're not comfortable with it, then you know it's a big risk to do it, and it looks like JanusZeal didn't want to do it. He just even stood in the corner there, taking it real safe on Mother Brain 3, and that's it. He's up for escape, and we are done here.
You know, that just goes to show you, no matter what category you're in this game, it's unforgiving. It really, this can be an unforgiving game.
Yeah, very much so. But here we are, 24 years later. No, yeah, something like that, and people are still playing it. 1994. I'm sure if my math is wrong, chat will correct me. JanusZeal getting the spark up the right-hand side there. Will he save the animals?
No. I don't think so.
Well, I hope not. All right, X-ray scope in there a little bit. And JanusZeal has got done with an official SRL time of 51:57. So, congratulations to him.
GG, Janus.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to hand it to BFrobber. He turned in quite a run. That was really, I hated to see that. I hate to see it get snatched from him like that. He was on a blistering pace.
Yeah, absolutely. He was on a potential PB pace. That's real unfortunate that he took that death there at Mother Brain 2, going right in the cutscene there. But this game. So.
All right. Well, I think that is our final race of this evening, isn't it?
Yes, that is our final race for this evening. So if you want some more Super Metroid multi-category tournament action, you never know what's coming up next. Join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. for Palmy versus Lenofus. At 3:30 p.m., we're going to have White Mage Becky versus Feral. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That's at 3:30?
That is at 3:30 p.m. At 4
Why do y'all schedule all the matches I want to watch, like when I'm at work? Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm at work at these times too. So at 4 p.m. we're gonna have Cross Product versus Traffic Tox, and 6 p.m.
Another good one.
I know. 6 p.m. tomorrow is our final race for tomorrow. Will be Balthazar versus Diddy Kong. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
That's gonna be good too. Yeah. There's some good ones tomorrow.
There's a lot of good ones coming up, and there are more throughout the rest of the week. So stay tuned, and be sure to check out the Speed Gaming schedule, so that you can follow along with all the action that's going on Speed Gaming, as well as in this tournament and other tournaments. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's good to finally get to commentate one with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was this category, because you knew way more about it than I did. So, thank you for carrying me, because I didn't know half of that stuff you said.
That's
but I had a good time. I had a really good time.
I'm gonna be honest. I learned it not that long ago for this tournament. So, yeah, this tournament was what got me to run in GT Classic. Before that, I was mostly randomizers and whatnot with you, you know. But yeah. So thank you once again, everybody, for coming out. And again, if you like what you saw here, be sure to follow these runners, and y'all have a good night. Thank you, Ancient, for coming in and helping me. Follow that guy. He's got a pretty good any percent time now, getting down there in the low 50s.
It's all in how you splice.
No, don't say that.
There's an art to that. Hey guys, really, thanks for being a great crowd, and be sure and follow this guy, Cerberov. Know him for a while. Really good guy. Really entertaining stream. And I'm sure we'll be back at some point or the other as this goes along. Yeah, but for now, I'm going to sign off because I feel like doing something. So, y'all have a good night. Take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Thank you.